The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Next goal will win the hockey game and move in to the second round. Here is a shot from Rankin. They scores! Nathan Rankin, a 3-2 overtime winner, taking the selfie with the glove.
It's time for the 2025 State Hockey Tournament presented by Kubota on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by AGE, Papa Murphy's, AirTech, Hepper's Sports Center, Beck Motors, Xander Auto Parts, May Adam, and Lake Area Tech.
Now it's back on the far side. Schneider square away. That shot, he scores. Owen Schneider sends the Capitals to the third place game and the Rangers to the championship on a power play goal.
And by Whale Construction, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Weatherall Roofing, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, and Pelican Power Sports.
It'll be played back again. Dozark waiting, and a pass now in front. They score! It's Keegan Kitts. He wins it in overtime, and the Capitals get third place. Kitts scores, and the Caps win.
And by Wagner Auto, the hockey headquarters, the Field House, Ferding Electric, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, and the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association.
Not covered and play continues. It is going to be moved up. Schneider for Colley. He scores! Jacob Colley in overtime. Brookings 2024 state champions.
And now to the Kubota booth for the call of the game. Here's John Winkler and Jim Lloyd.
It is the state championship. The Rushmore Thunder, the undefeated Rushmore Thunder, and the Sioux Falls West Flyers. The 2024-25 state championship. Rushmore coming in now at 24-0. Sioux Falls West, who had the hardest road to get to the state championship, they're looking to win 3 games in 3 days in 3 tough fashions to do it, and their toughest challenge here against the Rushmore Thunder. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd. We welcome you in. Fantastic. This is going to be a fantastic game between these two teams. But the question is, does Sioux Falls West have enough left in the tank to get the job done against the Rushmore Thunder tonight?
Well, that's always the question. Nobody's had enough in the tank all year to beat this Rushmore team. And an interesting stat that I just looked up, Sioux Falls has scored 3 goals in each game that they've played before against these. It's 3 goals. You're going to have to score more than 3 goals to beat this team, I think.
I don't know. They haven't. They almost were looking like a team that wasn't going to score 3 goals last night in their 4-1 win against Sioux Falls East. They scored all 4 goals in that third period. This is in a tough matchup for anybody to go against the Rushmore Thunder. But Sioux Falls West is battle-tested. A 5-4 double overtime win in Game 1. A 3-2 comeback win against Brookings in Game 2, including 2 goals in 11 seconds. They're battle-tested, but is that too much battle-tested and the fatigue too much against this Rushmore team?
I almost think it's the opposite way. Rather than fatigue, with these high school kids and the way they are conditioned by this time of the year, I think the battle-tested team is better off because they know the level and the speed they need to play.
So, real quick, we're going to look at these 2 stats. First, for the Sioux Falls West team, it is the power plays they've not scored yet. They're 0 for 6 in power plays. Penalty kills at 3. They're 3 for 3 on their penalty kill for Sioux Falls West. They've got to get a power play goal. If they have a power play, they have to score on the power play. On the flip side, the Rushmore Thunder, who maybe they don't need to score on the power play so much, but they're 2 for 7 overall in the special teams and 5 for 5 in the penalty kills. So something's got to give in terms of if there's a power play goal scored. Somebody potentially won't be perfect at the end. If they are perfect, that might be the difference between a win or a loss and a state championship.
Well, and the Sioux Falls Flyers, if they get a penalty, you call that an opportunity, or they get on a power play, that's an opportunity that they have to capitalize on. According to that stat, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
It is the Rushmore Thunder, Sioux Falls West Flyers State Championship, back with the starting lineups, national anthem, puck drop. You're listening to the State Championship on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door, designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Verting Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Verting Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Verting Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Verting Electric, 224-8684.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the state varsity hockey tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
Papa Murphy's Pier makes fresh, delicious pizza exactly when you need it. And so do you when you bake that pizza to perfection at home in your oven. That is, after Papa Murphy's takes care of hand making the dough, hand chopping the toppings, and hand shredding the cheese to make your pizza just the way you like it. So really, you make the pizza together with Papa Murphy's, but you get all the delicious pizza to yourself. Papa Murphy's. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
We welcome you back as both teams will be making their way out to the ice here shortly. Sioux Falls West will be the visitors. They are the 3 seed as we have the Sioux Falls West Flyers making their way out of the ice. We'll send it down here in just a moment for the introduction of our starting lineups. Sioux Falls West, Beckett Haldy had a hat trick in game number 1 to win it 5-4 in overtime, including that game winner. And then it was Jack Campbell, the game-winning goal. 2 goals in 11 seconds. Campbell had the game-winning goal for them to get into the state championship as they will face this undefeated Rushmore team. As they will play the hype video up on the big screen and the Jumbotron here. And then we will have the introduction of their starting lineup. And we'll come out on the ice here momentarily. With this Sioux Falls squad, a lot of adversity to get to this place, to get to this state championship. And the toughest test between the 2 teams as we send it down for the introduction of our starting lineups.
And now, introducing your starters for your Flyers. Brought to you by 7th Street Station. Goaltender, number 33, Easton Mitchell.
Ethan Mesher, the starting goalie for this Sioux Falls West team. He started game number 1. And for Mesher, he made 44 of 48 saves in that double overtime win. Lewis Yerke made 31 of 33 saves in the state semifinal win last night against the Brookings Rangers. Beckett Hawley leads the team with 3 goals. Jackson Brewer with 2 goals. Jack Campbell with a goal as well. Carson Edwards had that tying goal. We thought it was James Shea, but Edwards was the one that got credit for it. And the Rushmore Thunder, who have made their way out of the ice. Of course, Wyatt Reeder, 5 goals. He leads the state tournament with those 5 goals and 7 points. Colton Merchant, Cameron Ritter, Brixton Steed, Easton Knoll, Wyatt Ballou, all have scored in this state tournament, along with Mason McGregor, with a 9-2 and 4-1 win in the 2 games that they have played through the state tournament to this point, as they will be looking for their first state championship since the 2018 season, when they won in overtime against the Sioux Falls Flyers. It was just that one team that Sioux Falls had back then, and it was the Rushmore Thunder that won in Fort Pierre back in the 2017-18 season. As we send it down for the introduction of their starting lineup for the Rushmore Thunder.
Your starters for your Rushmore Thunder. Brought to you by Velocity Entertainment. Starting at defense, number 7, Wyatt Reeder. And at defense, number 55, Thomas Rogers. And at forward, number 11, Mason McGregor. And at forward, number 20, Brixton Steed. And your center, number 14, Colton Merchant. And the goaltender, the man between the pipes, number 35, Wyatt Sutter. Your head coaches for the Thunder, Conrad Reeder. And assistant coach, Mike Litter.
We'll continue to pause here as it will be the play of our national anthem.
Your rise for the singing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the South Dakota National Color Guard. Private Jackson Esplin and Private First Class Gunnar Ben Gilder. Just a reminder, please stay standing at the end of the national anthem until the colors are retired. And now, singing the national anthem, please welcome Sean and Emma McCall. All right, thank you.
We are ready to go for our state championship game. It is the Sioux Falls West Flyers and the Rushmore Thunder. for the 2024-25 state championship. The Sioux Falls West Flyers have it in them to knock off this undefeated Rushmore Thunder team.
Well, it's time. It's time to figure it out. That is the question. Can anybody stop the train of the Rushmore Thunder?
It was just a couple years ago, the Rushmore Thunder were undefeated, but lost in the state championship to the Brookings Rangers in Sioux Falls. That feels like a completely different, I mean, yes, they're all completely different teams, but that feels completely different than what we're looking at right now. It felt like there was more of a chance for someone to knock off the Rushmore Thunder. It feels like an entire mountain and a half to knock off the Rushmore Thunder.
This Rushmore team is a very focused team, and they knew early on, as this year even started, that they wanted to be in this spot.
We are ready to go for our state championship. Puck drop is down. We're underway as Sioux Falls West wins the opening faceoff. Our state championship game. Wyatt Simmons is the starting goalie for the Rushmore Thunder. Mace McGregor, he gets pinned to the boards, and it comes out of the zone. And quickly racing in is Colton Merchant. He had the game-winning goal yesterday against the Sioux Falls East Flyers. And that made it 2-1 at the time. Ended up winning 4-1. Wyatt Reeder pinches in. Back out to Merchant. He'll go cross ice. Rogers looking square away. That one hits the man in front, and then it's Easton Mesher that will cover it up. And we get a whistle 30 seconds in. You're listening to KCCR FM 1, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Easton Mesher with those 9 wins on the season. He played in game 1, did not play yesterday. Made 44 of 48 shots. 44 saves, 48 shots in that double overtime win. Lewis Yerke, the first team All-State goalie, is the backup for this game. Here's a shot again. There's Mesher with another save, as he's going to be everything as good as what Trey Solomon was last night for Sioux Falls East. Here for West, as Cameron Ritter has it. There's another shot. That one goes wide. This will go all the way down the ice. Wyatt Simmons, who played last night, made 19 of 20 saves. This is turned over, but Beckett Haldy can't find a shot. It'll be out to the far side of the ice, right in the middle of the ice. It is picked up. There's the early penalty coming up against the Rushmore Thunder. Jack Campbell gets called for the trip, and it is a minute and 1 second in. And you got to be disciplined against this Rushmore team, and an early penalty doesn't help.
It doesn't. It's going to be a game of opportunities, and who's going to take advantage of those opportunities?
2 for 7 on the power play so far in the state tournament. Went 0 for 3 last night. 2 for 4 in game number 1. Wyatt Reeder leads the state in the state tournament with with goals. Pitch and catch at the top. Merchant now here for Reeder. He waits that shot. He scores! Wyatt Reeder right away. And it is 1-0 Rushmore. A minute and 17 seconds in.
He threaded the needle on that one. Took a shot right there. Look at the little gap that he had, and it slid off the edge of his stick. Yeah, high side.
Jackson Hepper will get the assist. One of those 2 assists will be given out. And it's already 1-0 here for the Rushmore Thunder. They're off and running. A minute and 17 seconds into this game. Hepper with a quick pass across as offside against the Rushmore Thunder with 15:32 to go. So it is a 1-0 lead. And that was probably the last thing, if you're Sioux Falls West, that you want to have happen.
Well, and you can't get down too far against this team. You have to hold your own. No need to panic. Sioux Falls, execute your game plan.
So that goal, Jackson Hepper, the lone assist on that goal. This will be over to the far side where it's going to be picked up for the Rushmore Thunder in their own end of the ice. Jackson Hepper, that puck will bounce over. That puck is out of the zone. Back in Hepper, right back out. Cross corner dump goes in. Carson Edwards, who had the tying goal last night in that 3-2 win. He had the puck for a moment, and then it'll be flipped all the way around. It actually goes into the netting, and we get a whistle. With 14:59 to go here in our first period, Wyatt Reeder, as he gets back onto the ice, he is 5 goals and 2 assists. He led the entire state with 48 goals, led the entire state in 68 assists, 116 points. And he's already got 8 points with 6 goals and 2 assists in this state tournament.
Been a while since we've seen a player in this state with that kind of stats.
And he's only a junior. And the odd thing to say, too, is I don't know if hockey's his #1 sport. Here's a pass in front, and that one goes wide of Wyatt Simmons from Beckett Haldy, who had a hat trick in that first game win. Here's Colton Merchant takes over, and there's a good stick defensively by the West Flyers. There's another shot attempt by Brixton Steen. Another opportunity. Mason McGregor, that one was missed. It'll come here to the near side where it's picked up out to the blue line. Rogers with a shot and a save made by Mesher. And we get a whistle with 14-17 to go here in the first period. It is 5-on-5. They didn't take the time off on the power play goal from Wyatt Reeder. So that 19 seconds of Jack Campbell, it's 5-on-5 the whole way. As here is a puck that's tied up on the faceoff, out to Rogers at the blue line. That'll be played all the way around. James Shea will turn and look, and then as he picks up the puck, we'll send it down the ice. Will it go far enough for an icing in the first period? Beginning of this first period, just 3 minutes in. That's going to go far enough for an icing. Three minutes in, Wyatt Reeder made it 1-0 on his 6th goal of the tournament. And if you're keeping score at home, that's 54 goals the entire year. Ashton Eining up to the far side. Never got a chance to finish that thought, too, that baseball is for post 22 for Wyatt Reeder. He might be doing that after high school instead of playing some hockey after high school. This will be into the offensive zone. Hayden Gora is in. Gora looks to center one, and Eining missed it. He was right in front, and he just missed that centering pass from Gora. Easton Knoll leaves it back for Cameron Ritter. His shot, that's blocked. Over to the corner, Ritter will pick it up. He's got space as he turns his centering pass. Try to push towards the net, and it's grabbed by the West Flyers. Played off the boards and out, right back to Ritter for Rushmore. He'll send it across, looking to get it over to Steen. Instead, it's now the Flyers that will send it back in. It was Jackson Henry. Alex Chan behind and into the corner. And this will be out for a shot that goes wide. Here to the near side, Jackson Dunn had the opportunity. This will be flipped up. Hudson Beert will take it. Beert's pass was blocked. It's grabbed by Sioux Falls West, back in the zone. Chan with a quick shot, their first one of the day. And a save made by Simmons. Chan still with it as he'll put it back out to the blue line. That shot was blocked. Carson Edwards had that chance, and it was blocked by Welling, and he went in to the Rushmore bench. Otherwise, it could have been Welling going the other way with it. 12:40 to go here in the first period. As you get a good look at Wyatt Simmons, who made 19 of 20 saves in the yesterday's win. This faceoff will be Reeder up ahead for Brixton Steen. This will be played over to the corner. Carson Edwards. It'll be played around here behind the net. Jackson Henry will let it go. Jackson Brewer will move it up into the corner. His pass back out for Thomas Rogers as the Rushmore Thunder. Reeder looking for a second one, and a right pad save made by Mesher. They can have numbers the other way if they can hurry to Sioux Falls West. Here is Haldy in. Tough angle shot off the side of the net. It'll be behind the net. And we got a stick that's tied up behind the boards. Reeder dropped his stick. Hockey headquarters loose equipment. And it'll be played into the corner with 11:59 to go. It's a 1-0 lead for Rushmore. And if you're Sioux Falls West, you have to have the next one. You cannot go down 2 goals to this team. Here's a centering pass. McGregor was in front but never got a chance. And it will be a penalty coming up against Rushmore. And you're talking about having to have the next one. Here's your shot if you're Sioux Falls West. As it's a hooking penalty that'll come up. I believe it will be Colton Merchant that is called for it. It is Merchant's penalty.
Well, an opportunity here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They've got to be able to score on a power play.
Face-off will be to the right of Simmons. Power play opportunity here for Sioux Falls West. Alex Carlson was trying to get a running start. The face-off is won. Tip back over. Here is now straight away. That shot wide of Simmons. No traffic in front. Simmons saw that all the way, and it missed, and it went wide anyway. This will be sent all the way down. And it is Easton Mesher. Moving to the far side for Ashton Eining. He lost the puck, comes back to Mesher. He's just going to have to cover it up. Welling was right in front of him. And the first 21 seconds does not go right for Sioux Falls West, and now we've got some extracurricular activities after the play. Cooler heads will prevail. Easton Mesher, get a good look at him, who with that double overtime win. 11:23 left to go here in the first period. Sioux Falls West had to survive a double OT against Aberdeen after they blew a 3-goal lead. And then they came back and won and beat Brookings 3-2 after they were down 2-1 late in that third period. Here's a turnover. Reeder waits, his shot, and a save made by Mesher. That was a big stop there by Mesher, and a bad turnover by Sioux Falls West. 11 minutes to go, 1:15 remaining. Sioux Falls West is on the power play, the Pelican Power Sports power play. This pass is tipped over. Jackson Dunn, he'll leave it, picked up. Brewer moves in. Jackson Brewer with a shot that goes over the top, and it goes out of the zone, missed by Carson Edwards. 55 seconds to go on the power play. No shots yet for Sioux Falls West. Been more shots by the Rushmore Thunder on the penalty kill. This will be moved into the offensive zone. All the way to the corner. That was missed by Jackson Prusner, and it does come out of the zone. Chopped at. It's going to be moved over, and now a breakaway for Cameron Ritter, shorthanded. His shot, it's stopped by Mesher. It was nearly 2-0. As this will be sent all the way in, wide of Mesher. Cameron Ritter will pick it up in the corner. Around it goes to the far side. Ritter will grab it for Rushmore. 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Up to the boards. There's a shot from the blue line that was blocked by Sioux Falls West. That one came from Jackson Hepper. 2 seconds to go on the power play. No shots for Sioux Falls West in their first attempt. This will be bounced in, and Simmons had to make the save from the blue line. And a bouncing puck will come for Hepper. He'll move it out right between the legs of Andrew Welling, and Alex Carlson for Sioux Falls West will send it across. Under 10 minutes to go here in the first period. Ashton Eining walks into the offensive zone. His shot wide of Simmons. Sent back around, not hard around the boards, as it comes here to the near side. Chopped out by Sioux Falls West. This will be iced by Rushmore now. And an offensive zone face-off upcoming for the Flyers with 9:11 to go here in the first period.
Rushmore is applying pressure all over the ice, especially in the neutral zone. They are first to touch the puck on both sides of that neutral zone.
Glad to have you on board for our state championship game between the Rushmore Thunder and the Sioux Falls West Flyers. Whether you're listening on Capital City Rock or watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Up here in Watertown. This is moved along. Colton Merchant will carry it into the zone, makes a nice deke around, can get his pass going across. It does come to Steen off of his skate, and then Mason McGregor scores to make it 2-0. McGregor's second goal of the tournament.
Mason McGregor finds a bouncing puck. We'll look at it. It kind of ends up
right directed from Steen's skate right to McGregor. Not that Rushmore needs any puck luck, but when you're good, that happens to find your way through your stick. And a great play from Brixton Steen, who didn't really even try to make that play, just made it right to Mason McGregor.
Well, he's going to get an assist.
And it's now a 2-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder. This is back at the blue line. It is moved up here and sent in by Jackson Dunn. Make that Alex Chan. Steen will get the assist, and also for Reeder, who will have his second point already. This will be on the far side. Reeder will pick it up. Well, how about that now for Reeder? He's got 6 goals and 3 assists. He is 1 point away from 10 in this state tournament. Here's Brixton Steen. Now, granted, his average would be up to 15 by the time we're all said and done. because he was averaging 5 points a game. Here's a shot attempt that's blocked. This will be moved in and around. Wyatt Simmons will slow it up. Jackson Pressner. I mean, how crazy of a stat that is. It is 5 points a game for one guy.
It's impressive. He's been doing it all year.
Teams are lucky just to score 5 goals in a game. This will be over on the far side. Behind the net with 7:40 to go here in the first period. Out to the blue line. This goes across. There's a shot that's blocked by Mesher. This will be up to the boards, out of the zone. Jackson Brewer will move it along, and it comes here for Jackson Hepper. Hepper moves it all the way down the ice. Was it touched? It was not by either team, and we get a whistle with 7:22 to go here in the first period.
Well, the Sioux Falls Flyers need to find a way to play in the offensive zone here. They've had a couple good opportunities. Only one shot shows on the board, but there's been other loose pucks in front.
Schneider will win the face-off here for Sioux Falls West. It is at the point. That shot was blocked, still in the offensive zone. Glove down by Rushmore and out of the zone, and could have had numbers, but it comes back to Carson Edwards. That shot was by Hudson Bergeson. Goes back to Bergeson at his own blue line. Moved it straight up for Shea, and then missed to Eining. And now it's Gora, that 90s line that is out on the ice right now for Sioux Falls West. Carson Edwards. This will be at the blue line. It was not offside as Rushmore is waiting to tag back up. Reeder will pick it up into the offensive zone as he backhands it in. And behind the net, Hudson Bergeson will move it along. Carson Edwards. Behind the net, 6:35 to go. Well, Sioux Falls didn't get the next one like they were hoping to have. And it becomes even more desperate to have the next goal go your way. Here's Wyatt Reeder into the corner. That centering pass, it will be picked up by Mesher, and we get a whistle. And again, a couple of extracurricular activities after the whistle. And again, it's going to take a lot for a penalty to be called after a play like that, or just a little extra pushing just because it's the state championship. The motions are a little bit higher. 6:21 to go in the first period. 9-1 in shots in favor of Rushmore. And they lead at 2-0 on the Kubota scoreboard. Here is the Sioux Falls West Flyers. Jackson Henry lost the puck. He tries to gain it back, and it'll come to Alex Chan, who will play it back to Carlson, and across for Henry. Henry trying to move it up ahead, trying to spring free for Jackson Dunn. Is intercepted by Ritter, and he carries it in. Ritter makes move around, and Ritter, that the net will be dislodged, and we get another couple pushing and shoving. Alex Chan and Ritter are toe-to-toe right now. The net was dislodged. We get a whistle. Ritter made two nice moves around to try and get free for a goal. And with 5:53 remaining.
He did. He freed himself up, got all the way to the blue paint, and just kind of ran out of real estate to get over to his forehand.
Jack Campbell on the face-off with Hudson Beert. It is won by Campbell. Jackson Hepper, he throws it off of Beert, trying to push it into the zone. And then we get an offside call against the Rushmore Thunder with 5:45 to go here in the first period. This is a 2-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder here in the first period. Much different than really even their first game. Obviously much different than their second game, but even between them and the Watertown Lakers, a little bit different start for the Rushmore Thunder. More like what we've seen in the regular season for Rushmore. They jump out to a fast start and then never trail after that. Here's Beckett Haldy. He'll send it in on goal to Simmons, who made a left pad save. And then it'll be moved up for Brixton Steen. And then jumping over one of the linesmen, but he is offside. Not the linesman, but Rushmore is offside.
Well, I think the linesman had something to do with it there, as that puck kind of bounced off of him.
But Merchant looked back and said, well, you made me offside. Well,
you're the one offside.
That doesn't matter. It's still offside. He's still having a little conversation with the linesman. It is won back by Merchant. He will send it to Rogers, who will send it in deep. Edwards up the boards. That one is held in by Reeder. That long shot whistled wide of Mesher. And it'll be out of the zone. And then we get an offside against Sioux Falls West. They have moved things around. Ashton Eining is now with Hayden Gora and James Shea. As you look at Wyatt Reeder, had 5 goals and 2 assists in the state tournament so far. 48 goals and 68 assists in the season. How incredible of a season for Wyatt Reeder, 116 points.
Oh, and by the way, he plays defense.
Here's a shot, and Simmons will make the save. Yeah, he's a defenseman. He's not an offensive. He's an offensive defenseman, but he's not a forward. He's a defenseman that does all that. But he really can control the play from that defensive spot and knows how to step up. He's got such a good shot. That blue line shot doesn't really make a difference or not. Here's a long stretch pass, looking for Ritter to get in. His shot and a save made by Mesher. And then it's still some extra pushing again.
I thought maybe Ritter, if he'd have stayed with that puck a little bit instead of shooting right away, he might have been able to turn that corner and get in tight. Instead, by the time he got there, he was probably gassed and fired a quick one.
And this Rushmore team, they have scored so much from everywhere that everything is a good shot for them. There's a shot attempt that's blocked by West. It is Ashton Eining that will move it up. He'll pass over for Gora off of the stick of Rogers. Gora lay the hit on Rogers. Easton Knoll will move it out to the blue line where it's going to be held in by Sioux Falls West as they're trying to just get some kind of sustained offensive pressure against the Rushmore Thunder. This is turned over to Gora, but he can't kick it to his stick. He kicked it too far away. Howard takes a check from 2 different players. 2-on-1. Reeder scores again! Wyatt Reeder makes it 3-0.
Wyatt Reeder, get used to that name.
It is 4:17 remaining.
And he is something special for this Rushmore team and the state of South Dakota and the state of hockey.
His second goal already here tonight. And the lead continues to be farther and farther. A 3-goal deficit now for Sioux Falls West. This is nearly turned over. Jackson Prusner will move it over to the near side. This is turned over. Chan over. There's a penalty coming up against the Rushmore Thunder.
That's going to go on Ballou.
And Wyatt Ballou will get called for a trip with 4:01 remaining. And if you're Sioux Falls West, you got to have it. You got to have it.
You got to have this one right now, and a good opportunity. At a good time in this period. You score here on a power play, this thing doesn't get away from you.
So Ballou in the box for 2 or less. Far side or the left side for Simmons on the faceoff. This will be moved up. And it's Mason McGregor. Colton Merchant, short-handed. They move right in. Merchant, he can't get around the defenseman. As he goes down, Rushmore Thunder wanted a penalty called. It's back in the offensive zone. Centering pass, no one home, right through the blue paint by Brewer. Campbell, back to Brewer, trying to go give and go. And it'll be played here for Merchant. And out of the zone, bouncing puck. Couple players run into each other. One man drops his stick in Beckett Haldy. Hockey headquarters loose equipment. Carson Edwards, pass goes across. One-timer and a broken stick. That's a hockey headquarters broken stick. Brewer will get his new stick. Didn't have to go to hockey headquarters to retrieve it. But
he will next time. He only brought 2 along.
He's going to have to head to hockey headquarters at some point. He blew a tire now in front and a short-handed chance. And then the net is dislodged. Cameron Ritter had the opportunity right in front. That was nearly a 4-0 lead for Rushmore. 3:03 to go here in the first period.
That was a dangerous mishap there. Blown tire led to a shot.
Face off to the left of Easton Mesher, who has made 10 saves on 13 shots. There's still 3:02 to go here in the first period.
And the Sioux Falls Flyers outside of the initial faceoff, have not spent any time to speak of in their offensive zone on a power play.
Yeah, they really have. Their best looks have been no shots. They've just been passes that have missed. This was blockered all the way up to the ceiling. And it does come back to Mesher. And it's picked up by Carlson. With 45 seconds to go on the power play. This bouncing puck. It'll be moved free. Thomas Rogers. Back skates, and we'll send it down. That was tipped right by Ritter. Who bunted the puck down the ice. A baseball player. Oh, that would have been a foul ball by Ritter's standpoint. 27 seconds to go. Today doesn't feel like baseball weather, but this weekend has felt like baseball weather here in Watertown. Jack Campbell. This will be moved in. He goes right around Rogers. Puck came free, and this will flutter its way into the netting and make it a whistle. Watertown's actually going to be hosting the Legion State Championship state tournament coming up this summer. To host the boys state tournament as Jack Campbell, the game-winning goal that came 11 seconds after the tying goal from Carson Edwards in last night's game against the Brookings Rangers.
And this Pelican Power Sports power play is getting away from Sioux Falls.
No shots again for the Flyers here in this power play. And they won't have any, although we will have a whistle. And I don't know exactly what. We have a broken stick. That'll be the net guard that comes free.
That's loose equipment. Hockey headquarters.
Oh, he lost a blade to Jack Campbell.
Oh, that wasn't a net guard. He handed the referee a blade.
So Campbell.
And he's going to run to the locker room.
And one of the coaches will head off to make sure that blade gets changed quickly with 2:06 to go.
Extra set of blades. You can get them at hockey headquarters.
Yeah, hockey headquarters, loose equipment. Blades count as equipment.
I don't want to quote a price, but they're about $80.
Sharpening is a lot cheaper. If you can keep them sharpened enough, it's a lot cheaper. This will be all the way down. This will take care of the power play. 2 minutes to go here in the first period as Ballou comes out of the penalty box. Here on the near side is James Shea. Shea into the offensive zone. That shot, that's gloved away by Simmons. This is out of the zone by Reeder. It was played by High Stick, sent back in by Sioux Falls West. Under 100 seconds to go here in the first period. This will go in to the Sioux Falls West bench. We'll see if Campbell can come back out and get that skate repaired quickly, that blade put back in quickly. 1:37 to go here in the first period.
What did we do before interchangeable blades? You'd break a blade and you're done for the game.
You better hope that somebody knows how to. I don't know. There might have been something on site that you could have helped out with. You just had to bring
somebody
skates.
Somebody else's skates.
Yeah, you had to bring a second pair of skates instead of a second pair of blades. This is Ashton Eining trying to hold it in the zone, unable to, and flip back in by Hayden Gorup. This 90s line for Sioux Falls West. We got a lot of goals between the three of them. This will be sent back into the corner. Shea, it's turned over. Jackson Prusner knocks him off by pinning him to the boards. That one was redirected by Shea, and it went wide. Here on the near side, a couple players are all running into each other. This is now Hepper, and fights off the stick of Lindersmith. Bouncing puck, Shea will pick it up, and it's now moved up and into the offensive zone for the Sioux Falls West, but it comes right back out. West Flyers are in the midst of a change. That is onside. There's a shot by Edwards, and he shot it high. And now we get a player
another broken blade, I think.
I don't know if he lost his blade.
I think he did. Well, unless it's a leg.
There's a shot that goes wide of the net. I think Brewer might be hurt. Yeah, he is hurt on the bench right now.
It is.
It's down to 16 seconds, and we get a whistle. 17.2 to go. Jackson Brewer is down on the bench right now.
Yep, and he is holding his leg. He's going to go back to the locker room, or at least back into the hallway, where he will be attended to. Jackson Brewer. He's going to have a period break here in 17 seconds.
But the trainer might be out there to look at him. But the hallway right now with 10 seconds to go in the first period. A 3-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder. Jackson Henry, tough angle, got it off the blocker of Wyatt Simmons, out of the zone, and it takes us to the end of the first period. The start that Rushmore Thunder wanted, a 3-0 lead at the end of the first 17 minutes. Wyatt Reeder's got 2, and it is Mason McGregor with the other, and a 3-0 lead on the Kubota scoreboard at the end of the first period. We'll return with our first intermission report. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Calling all hockey fans to the 2025 Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet. Join us April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center to celebrate this year's class of 25 Hall of Fame inductees and our high school award winners. Single tickets are $65, with reserved tables of 8 for $520 and sponsorship tables for $800. Doors open at 6 o'clock, with the event starting at 7. The Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet Night, Friday, April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Get your ticket and table now.
Winning in hockey takes dedication, skill, and teamwork, just like winning in real estate. Hi, I'm Tara Sunshine with Kathy Sunshine Property, a proud South Dakotan and experienced realtor with over 60 combined years of helping buyers and sellers find success. Whether you're looking for your dream home or ready to sell, we're here to put our expertise to work for you. With a commitment, we'll help you navigate the market with confidence. Let's make your real estate goals a reality. Call us today at 605-224-5588.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Whale Construction, building custom homes, shops, garages, and remodels since 1998. Troy and his team will make your home your dream home. Whale Construction uses reputable subcontractors and products to make your build or remodel your dream come true. Call or message Troy today at 605-380-4473. That's 605-380-4473. Or message him at troy@whaleconstruction.com. Beck Motor Company would like to send a big congratulations to all the high school hockey teams across the state. What an incredible season of hard work, dedication, and unforgettable moments on the ice. Whether you're gearing up for the next season or just need a reliable ride, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. From new vehicles to expert service, we've got you covered so you can focus on the game. Thank you to all the teams for giving us a season to remember. Beck Motor Company is proud to support our athletes every step of the way. Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, serving Central South Dakota for 56 years.
End of the first period, the Rushmore Thunder, 3-0 lead over the Sioux Falls West Flyers. John McClure alongside Jim Lloyd in our championship game, state championship. And it is Wyatt Reeder that has scored twice. Mason McGregor was sandwiched in between those Reeder goals. 13 shots to 6 in favor of Rushmore. And those 6 shots, Jim, Sioux Falls West would like to have maybe some higher quality shots than those 6 that they put up on the board. They're 0 for 2 in the power play. On either power play, they got 0 shots. And this West team, they're in a lot of danger right now because this Rushmore team doesn't give up a lot of goals, and they certainly don't give up big leads. And they've started out on a big lead right now.
Yeah, you don't want to get too deep against this team because it's kind of the point or no return when you get to that point against this team. This is a powerful Rushmore team, and even over some of the games that we've seen this weekend and them play, they've found another gear. Yeah. They really have. And one thing I noticed in this first period, their first puck touches, they win all the races.
They win all the races. All their passes are crisp and clean.
Yep.
Their tip into the zone are clean.
Yep.
Everything about what they've done so far has been very clean for this Rushmore Thunder team. As you look at our first goal of the game, and it was Wyatt Reeder, and he doesn't need much space, but he got just enough. And to try and save that blocker shot it's hard to do against Wyatt Reeder. That was his 6th goal of the state tournament, but he wasn't done in this first period. Here's the second goal. If you're watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, Brixton Steen, he was looking for the puck, but he kicked it over to Mason McGregor. I mean, that puck came right at him, and he just kicked it right there to McGregor, and it was a perfectly placed puck. Talk about first touch. That first touch goes right to your teammate. Things are going well for the Rushmore Thunder, and then you give them a 2-on-1, and it's Reeder that's not going to miss that, again, blocker side. And
look at the gap that he shot this into. Pretty tight.
Yeah,
Watch that gap right there. Right between the blocker and the helmet.
He doesn't need much space because that's a perfect job on the replay of showing just how good Wyatt Reeder is to be able to put that puck in the net as they lead at 3-0 on the Kubota scoreboard at the end of the first period. We'll step aside. We'll come back with more of our first intermission report. You're listening to the state tournament and state championship game on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today. The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor, and get your perfect match delivered to your door, designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Are you ready for adventure? Then head over to Hepper Sports Center, your authorized dealer serving the Hub City area. Get huge savings, $1,500 cash back on select side-by-sides, or snag a sweet deal with 1.99% financing for 36 months on ATVs and side-by-sides. Don't miss out. Stop in and see Wade and his team at 501 5th Avenue Northwest. Call for your service appointment at 605-225-9279 or email heppers@nbc.net to book your appointment and start your next off-road adventure.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
3-0 on the Kubota scoreboard at the end of one period. Wyatt Reeder's 2 goals. Mason McGregor with the other goal, and the Rushmore Thunder off and running in this first period as we get closer to the start of the second in their state championship game. The Yankton Bucks, they won earlier today 7-4 over the Mitchell Marlins to claim 5th place, and then it was a win for the Sioux Falls East Flyers, they end up winning 2-1 over the Brookings Rangers to claim third place. That happened just a little bit ago. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd as we welcome you into the broadcast booth. And Jim, this second period, Rushmore, I think everybody kind of understands what Rushmore needs to do because they're doing it right now. What do the Sioux Falls West team need to do to get back in this game? You're probably not scoring all 3 goals, but you need to make sure this deficit isn't 3 going into the third period.
Well, you got to get out of the locker room right now, and you got to get one quick. Not only from a scoreboard standpoint, but you got to get one quick just to have some confidence and start to turn the momentum the other way. The next one is going to be big. We've said that the entire week, but you have to get in the game right now. You cannot go down 4-0 and think you're going to have a chance.
Yeah, it's not game over if it's 4-0, but it sure feels like we're about to hit the game over button.
Yep.
It is a 3-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder over Sioux Falls West. When we return, it is the second period. You're listening to the state tournament and state championship on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732. The Field House in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Field House with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big-screen TVs. The Field House, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
It is the start of the second period as the Rushmore Thunder, the first team out on the ice, and they lead it 3-0 on the Kubota scoreboard on this first period. Easton Mesher, the starting goalie for the Sioux Falls West Flyers, made 10 saves on 13 shots. It was 6 saves on 6 shots for Wyatt Simmons. Brody Lee played game 1 for the Rushmore Thunder. Then Wyatt Simmons played these last 2 games. Easton Mesher played game 1. Lewis Yerke played in game number 2. And now it is Mesher, the starting goalie for the Flyers here in game 3 of the championship.
What a great problem to have if you're coaches of both of these teams. You can play either one of your goalies and probably feel very comfortable. And how do you make the choice probably who's hot. That's all you can do right now because all these goalies they're interchangeable.
They really are. Yeah, this is we've seen some of the, I think over the course of this year, we've seen some of the best goalies in the state from top to bottom. This is probably one of the best goalies of the state, in years.
Not to take anything at all away from Easton Mesher, but Yerke's the all-state goalie on this squad.
Yeah, he is the first-team all-state guy. As this is a face-off that is was won by Rushmore. It goes all the way down behind Wyatt Simmons. It was lost by Reeder. A rear turnover behind his own net. Hayden Gora will play it over to the corner for Ashton Eining. He's trying to back in and pass back up for Jackson Henry. Now it's 2-on-2 quickly in the zone. Colton Merchant carries it in. It is then Henry that goes down. He gets pushed to the boards. He's going to be slow getting up. He kind of got crunched there by Merchant. Merchant will turn back his pass out to the blue line. Rogers, that one shot is blocked. That one stung Jackson Henry, who is getting beat up on this shift right away. Got hit to the boards, then blocked that shot. This will be two guys that get pinned to the boards. Carlson takes Merchant away from the puck, and it comes out of the zone. Right back to Carlson, who flips it across, and it's going to be turned over. And then a fanned-on shot attempt by Brixton Steen. And now here for Carlson, up ahead for Shea. Shea sends it along, but that one's too far for Campbell. And then Carlson steps up and runs in to number 4, and Kane Howard. But he did so because he was trying to make a change, and they're running into each other. It is Alex Chan. Make that Beckett Haldy. That leaves it back to Haldy again. And Haldy will make his way into the offensive zone. Over the far side, that Brewer shot was blocked. Here's Edwards, fans on a shot attempt, then chips it over to the far side to keep Rushmore from an odd man opportunity. Out to the blue line. It is Campbell that will hold it in. And then two guys, Campbell's pass was partially fanned on, and then Brewer's chance was fanned on. Hudson Bergeson, he fans on that one. And then it'll be Campbell that can't get it in deep, and then finally, Jackson Brewer will send it back around. 2 minutes gone by here in the second period. And there's a big check there by Alex Chan. An unsuspecting man, but Chan obviously didn't have a huge hit on Howard, although he is barely climbing over the boards at the bench. As this will be played up here for Beckett Haldy. But Chan leveled Howard, who was not ready for that hit to come his way. Carson Edwards carries it in offside. As Beckett Haldy was unable to make that Alex Chan unable to find his way back on side. 14:34 to go here in period number 2. Face-off will be just outside the Rushmore blue line. It is played off the boards. Here back for the Rushmore Thunder. Up ahead into the offensive zone for the Thunder. They can't find a shot. That was Wyatt Ballou. And then Andrew Welling is pinned to the boards. Out of the zone, it is Shea that will flip it into the offensive end. Hayden Gora chasing after it, but Jackson Pressner won the race. Up on the far side, bouncing puck. There's Shea that goes down on a hit from Pressner. Play continues into the neutral zone and into the offensive end on onside play. Andrew Welling will try and win the race. Carlson will move it over to Ballou, but he missed the puck. Then a shot from the blue line was blocked by Gora. It is now Shea that will pick it up. James Shea trying to jump around Pressner. He got around him eventually. His backhander slipped aside by Simmons. Then another chance goes off with a stick and up in the air and caught by the glove of Simmons. And we get a whistle with 13:36 to go here in period number 2. Face-off will be to the left of Simmons. Jack Campbell will take the face-off. It is one back. It is Bergeson. His pass over, that was tipped by Brewer and turned over. And it's now Beckett Haldy into the offensive zone. There's a shot. That one's over to the far side. Beckett Haldy into the corner. Superior will send it behind the net, but it's picked up by Rushmore. And that pass will be played over, and Hudson Bergeson will grab it. Alex Carlson. It is moved up for Jack Campbell into the offensive zone. Now it's a shot that was off the stick of Simmons. Over to the far side, bouncing puck. Hudson Bergeson will send it back in deep on a cross-corner dump. But the Rushmore Thunder are right back out of the zone. There's a big check by Jackson Dunn as he tried to level Brixton Steen. Puck will come here to the near side. Alex Chan out of the zone by Rushmore, just missing from Chan. Edwards, his pass is turned over in the neutral zone, and Rushmore's back in. Trying to level a big hit was Edwards. It's now Dunn that will carry it back in the offensive end, and that shot misses by 10 feet. Jackson Dunn over in the far side in the corner. Bouncing puck is grabbed by Rushmore, swept here to the near side. And is Rushmore up the boards, but held in by Sioux Falls for a moment, but given right back to the Thunder. Trying to move around. Alex Carlson cut away from Easton Knoll to get in, and then blowing it tired at the blue line was Jackson Henry. And it's Rushmore in the neutral zone again. Knoll, bouncing puck. That was trying to juggle it off of his stick. This is moved into the offensive zone. There's a shot away from Ritter, but it was blocked and never made it to the net of Mesher. To the blue line, walking in, that shot, that one was blocked. A second opportunity, and Mesher will make that save as that one came from Jackson Hepper. Two different times from Jackson Hepper with 11:43 to go here in the second period. Easton Mesher, 12 saves now on 15 chances. And our starting goalie for the Sioux Falls West Flyers. This shot, that one went just wide of Mesher. Centering pass, this will make its way now into the netting. And it is popped up into the netting, so they will need a new puck. And it will be an offensive zone face-off here for the Rushmore Thunder. Cameron Ritter will take this face-off. He'll move it back on the face-off win. That shot was blocked. It was hit Ritter. Friendly fire from Prusner. And now it's James Shea for Sioux Falls West. He will show the puck away from him and then pull it back and carry it into the neutral zone. His pass for Gora. Then Gora lost off of his stick. Moved along and into the offensive zone. Easton Knoll waits his shot off the crossbar, and it went wide. Bounces in front right at the blue page. Somehow it bounced back his way, and Easton Mesher made the save.
Knoll's shot hit the crossbar and froze in time just for a second. As it didn't fly very far off the bar and went straight up.
I mean, that was the danger of it hitting Mesher like on the back of the helmet and bouncing in. And somehow it didn't go. Wyatt Ballou gets to the corner here. Centering pass, Welling. It's now a shot and a save made. Ballou had that opportunity. Great save by Mesher. Keeps us a 3-0 game. Sioux Falls West still looking for that next one to try and get back into this game. This will be wide of Mesher on the dump in behind the net. It'll be nearly picked up by Welling, but grabbed by Bergeson. Pass will come back to Bergeson from Edwards, but it was missed. And it's chipped out of the zone, though, by Hayden Gora. This is set wide of Mesher, but he will glove it, and he will get the whistle with 10:31 to go here in period number 2.
Smart play on Mesher's part there. He goes out of the crease and gets a stoppage of play as he senses his team in front of him are getting a little bit fatigued.
Now 13 saves on 16 shots for Mesher. Face off. This will be one out to the blue line. That will be bouncing over Thomas Rogers' stick, and he'll have to play it to Reeder in his own zone. Reeder has the blue line. Backhanded pass goes right on the tape. The shot, that's a blocker and punched away by Mesher all the way out to the blue line when it finally landed. And Jack Campbell will send it just far enough for an icing.
And Merchant was coming full tilt for a rebound and got taken off just as he got to the crease.
Colton Merchant, 2 goals, 1 assist so far here in the state tournament. And he had the game-winning goal that made it 2-1 last night in that state semifinal. There's a shot that's blocked. It was fanned on, actually. Here's another chance. This one is blocked. And now we're going to get a penalty coming up against Sioux Falls West. This will be touched up by the Flyers, and it is going to be happening in front of the net, and it's Alex Carlson that's going to get called for the hold. And he trying to figure out how that was him that got called for it, but it happened right in front of the net, and the Rushmore Thunder will have their second power play opportunity, where they're 0 for 1 so far.
Carlson was questioning the call without avail, and he gets a 2-minute penalty at the 9:58 mark.
Both these teams are perfect on the penalty kill so far in the state tournament and in this game. Both teams 0 for 1 in the power play, but this is the second opportunity now here for the Thunder. And this is danger, danger, danger territory here for the Sioux Falls West Flyers. Face-off will be won. Here is now Reeder. He's looking for the hat trick already. Reeder, tough angle right now, looking to center one. Reeder behind the net. Diving and swatting. Edwards is played to Merchant and out to the point for Ritter. Trying to go back down to Merchant, but he was too far in front of him on the pass from Ritter. He'll gain it back and pick up some space. Now over to the far side. It is Reeder, has it again. That shot whistles over the top of the crossbar. Stays in play for now Ritter. They got the power play set up. Sioux Falls West looking a lot like Sioux Falls East, trying to pack in that penalty kill. Reeder, that shot all the way through. And we get a crease call against the Rushmore Thunder. And it will be a neutral zone face-off with 9:20 to go here in the second period. And so that's a big break for Sioux Falls West. With still 1:22 to go on the power play, on the Pelican Power Sports power play. This face-off will be won by Sioux Falls West. Hudson Bergeson is trying to send it all the way down. It does go all the way down. He hit Jack Campbell. And Reeder will grab it behind the net. Here is Wyatt Reeder. Leaves it back. Merchant with a quick swipe over to the far side. Reeder flies into the zone. Then he'll stop in the corner and back out to Reeder. Reeder over Ritter. One-timer and a save made by Mesher. Again, McGregor was in the crease for a moment. Go right back out. Ritter one-timer again. And that one goes off of a body. But it was off of Mason McGregor and into the netting, so it will go out of the zone. Referee was all on top of that one.
Ritter at the top of the seam there. He is locked and loaded with his stick up in the air, waiting for a one-timer. Had 2 in a row.
And there's about 9 guys on that team that can all be sitting there locked and ready to go on a power play chance.
Stick straight up in the air.
That's another face-off win in the neutral zone for Rushmore. Reeder gains the zone. Reeder flies in behind the net, looking for the wraparound, and Mesher was able to stuff it right at the post.
Thought he had it. There was a gap for a while.
Here is still Jackson Hepper as he backpedals back to Reeder. Straight away, looking for some bodies in front. Here's a centering pass off the stick of Mesher. Out to Hepper again, the point. Goes far side. Walking in, back to Reeder, face-off dot. He moves to the middle between the circles. Reeder still with it. Now the far side, Reeder still with the puck. Still has it, he slowly circles the wagons. His pass was blocked, and Reeder gets it back with 8 to go on the power play. He comes all the way in. Save made by Mesher. It'll be cleared all the way down. That will take us to the end of the power play. Big penalty kill for Sioux Falls West. As it's Carlson back out of the penalty box. Merchant takes a little bit of a hit from Carson Edwards. Centers one. There's a shot. There's another penalty coming up. And it will be an interference against Sioux Falls West. And it's right back to the power play with 7:48 to go. And it's Edwards to the box now.
At the end of that power play, John, did you see how Reeder skates around and around with his head up the entire time, either looking for a gap around the goalie or looking for a teammate? He never looks down at the puck.
And he was moving slow, then he was moving fast. He is the quarterback of this power play and of this team. Pressner moves on the far side. This is the second power play unit now here for Rushmore. Pressner with a shot and a save. Beard, another chance, another save by Mesher. Puck is still loose, another save by Mesher. 3 saves in a row. Mesher's dropped his stick. Hockey headquarters loose equipment, but he's able to get it back. Now we're going to get a penalty against the Rushmore Thunder. And it is a hold. And Hudson Beard will go to the box. Beard gets called for the hold, so that eliminates the third power play for Rushmore, and it'll be a very, without other penalties being called.
About 20 seconds, a little less.
Yeah, 22 seconds of a power play. And the hold is called with 7:26 to go. So not much of a power play would be upcoming, again, without any other penalties to be called. That would be the third power play for Sioux Falls West. The Pelican Power Sports power play is done right now, and it's 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. This pass will come here to the near side. It is here, Alex Carlson. Carlson got behind the net. He got pushed off the puck. It is Beckett Haldy. He can't get out of the zone. Merchant out for a shot and a block shot. Hepper's chance. Now back. Far side, Hepper again at the point. It is 4-on-4. There's a lot of open space. There's a shot as Ritter got hit as he took the shot. And a save made by Mesher. And it's now Jack Campbell into the offensive zone. That puck is bouncing around. It'll be picked back up by Haldy. His shot right in the glove of Wyatt Simmons. So we get a whistle with 6:39 to go here in the second period. Face-off will be to the right of Simmons. Rushmore, well, Sioux Falls West, been able to hang on right now in the second period. Well, they're still down by 3. They need the next one. They need it in this period. Don't want to go down by 3 to Rushmore into the third period. James Shea, possibly a trip. Fans were yelling for Sioux Falls, but no call. Wyatt Reeder, that pass over to the near side. Merchant goes right back to Hepper, and they carry it into the offensive zone. Hepper, backdoor feed, a save made, rebound, they score! Colton Merchant makes it 4-0. And like we said, he needed the next one, but Rushmore got it on a 4-on-4.
A good looking rebound goal there. Let's check this out as they get into the offensive zone here. This is Hepper. All the way across. This alone is a great shot. And a nice rebound wraparound goal.
I believe it was Cameron Ritter that should get that one took the first initial shot. And a 4-0 lead here for the Rushmore Thunder.
Is it too much to come back from?
That's going to be really tough now. They needed to make it a 3-goal game going into the third period. It is Ritter that got the first assist and took that first initial shot. That Mesher made the save. And so he moved up ahead to Alex Carlson. And Carlson will bring it in. It's now a 5-on-4 power play. A quick power play upcoming. Here's another penalty upcoming here to, will be Sioux Falls West. And so their power play is now over. Interference is called against Carlson. And the penalty sheet continues to get filled up, really, for both these teams. And now in misconduct.
Oh, now we're having a misconduct on Carlson.
And that's it for him. That'll be his third penalty.
Yep, he will be gone.
He had one earlier in the period. And with misconduct, that'll be his third penalty.
That's an unfortunate turn of events there. As
now,
we got
an injury here.
And I don't know what it is.
For Wyatt Simmons.
The guy's trying to help him out. Sticks and pucks all over. I'm not sure.
And Brody Lee is getting loose over there, but he is in a lot of pain right now in his right leg.
EMT, please report to the ice. EMT, report to the ice.
That's not good here for Wyatt Simmons.
It does look like he's holding his knee.
And then EMTs, yeah, they're going to try and maybe go a little bit quicker to get over to Simmons with 5:34 to go. And
his teammates concerned, as you saw
Didn't see exactly what happened.
But just
in that
looking
play.
down there, his teammates were surrounding him, and he was concerned. Obviously, the entire team was. We're going to take a minute here.
I mean, you never want to see an injury happen at any point in a state tournament, in a state championship game, in any game, and you hope that Wyatt Simmons is going to be okay. But for Brody Lee, that is now getting loose and getting stretched out over at the bench, knowing that he is most likely going to be into the hockey game now. As they check on the leg of Wyatt Simmons, who has already taken his right pad off, and the EMTs will look at him. And he is obviously in a lot of pain right now. With 5:34 remaining in the second period, they check on him. And hopefully for Wyatt Simmons, he will be okay. But gosh, you hate it for anybody. And doesn't matter, whether they're seniors or freshmen. You just hate to see an injury that could be. And obviously, you're in the final game of the season.
The EMTs have called for teammates here to come out. I'm assuming they're going to try to get him up here.
As they continue to look at Wyatt Simmons.
Appears to be a knee injury. And they are going to get him up here.
Yeah, thankfully they can maybe get him up and try and get him off the ice. And then he can't put any pressure on that right leg of his. And so Brody Lee will come over and be the new goalie for the Rushmore Thunder.
As difficult it is to see a teammate injured, the long and short of it, it's next man up. And Brody Lee is the next man up between the pipes.
He made 6 of 8 saves on Friday, and they got to get Wyatt Simmons down to the locker room. They're going to have some teammates to help him out. So Brody Lee, as you see him on the screen right now, if you're watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, he's he's got a lot of feelings for his teammate to get hurt, but he's the one guy in the building that had to block everything out of his
Absolutely.
mind. And not worry about Wyatt Simmons as much as he wants to, and for your teammate. He immediately was not watching what was happening over there. He kept his eyes away. He doesn't want to see Simmons on the ice. He doesn't want to see that, but he knew he was going to go in the hockey game, and he was immediately looking to get himself stretched out and ready to go. The one guy that had to focus on everything and anything but Wyatt Simmons, he had to focus on getting into this game. So,
yeah, you're right. He had to block it out and get himself ready to go.
So we've got a 5-minute penalty up on the board right now here for Alex Carlson. Let's see if we can look at the score sheet real quick to see exactly what that is. If it's just, which would be Carlson to be done anyway. Slew footing is the major call against Carlson.
And that is a major penalty.
So slew footing, and the reason why that call was made, so it's a 5-minute slew foot, and that is really bad.
It used to be an automatic major, I thought.
Just in general, that's a bad penalty to take overall. But for the Sioux Falls West team, that's really bad because now Rushmore can score as many times as they want in the next 5 minutes.
Right.
And they're going to get the power play to start right now. Here is a shot and a save made by Colton Merchant on Easton Mesher.
So now they will go to the power play.
So Carlson gets called for the slew foot. And it's a 5-on-4 power play for the next 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Regardless if Rushmore scores in the next 5 seconds or the next 2 minutes, it's still all 5 minutes of a power play. There's a shot and a save. Mesher will get the rebound and get it covered up.
A slew foot is a penalty that you do not see called very often. It's very rare. In fact, I don't know if you know, I've seen maybe 1 or 2 in all the years. You very rarely see it.
And for a slew foot, you trip somebody from behind with your foot. You probably could do with a stick too, but you are tripping someone from behind that takes them over backwards, and it's a dangerous tripping penalty. Here is now Reeder behind the net. Reeder still looking back out to the point for Hepper. A long 5-on-4. A
Sioux
solid.
Falls, if you see, look how packed in they are.
They're lined up with
They're
everything.
lined up and packed in.
Here is
There's
now
a
back
penalty kill
for Merchant. He'll backpedal. Now over to the far side. Cross ice for Ritter. His shot goes wide. It is Reeder with that tough angle. He scores! Wyatt Reeder counting his goals. That's 3 for him and a 5-0 lead.
Wyatt Reeder. That was what you would call a bad angle of a shot. But that guy, he's one guy that can make it work at that angle.
And he goes under the bar and in his celebration of counting how many goals he has in this game. Yes, that is number 3 for sure. And a 5-0 lead now for the Rushmore Thunder.
Hat trick and an assist for Wyatt Reeder.
And they still remain on the power play. And they can make this a run-time game with another power play goal with 4:35 remaining here in the second. Jackson Hepper will get the assist along with Ritter. Here's a shot and a glove save made by Mesher. And Reeder's 3 goals. Now 30 shots on goal for the Rushmore Thunder.
And Brody Lee, who came in after an injury to Simmons, has not seen a puck yet.
And he's not going to probably for the next 3:52. It's going to be really tough for a shorthanded chance for Sioux Falls West. Here is Hepper. Cross ice. Smell blood in the water here for the Rushmore Thunder. Reeder down to Ritter. Back out to Hepper. To the far side for Reeder. Penalty coming up, and that was a big save. And we get an interference call, and it's now a 5-on-3 with 4:10 remaining. Spencer Sharon is called for it.
What a save by Mesher. Merchant came in the back door. He snuck in on the back post. That was a great save. I don't know how he saw him coming.
So it's now a 5-on-3 for all 2 minutes. There's still 3:36 left to go in the major penalty. So it's a 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes or less. And Sioux Falls West has got to kill this off. I mean, this is as dangerous as it can get because run time is just about to start here in the state championship.
And you see that 5-minute penalty, that's a game changer.
Here's Reeder, who's got 3 goals, moves in, now behind the net. There's a lot of open space here. Reeder looking for his 4th now. Now for Ritter, and a save made. That measure doesn't have it cleanly, it's still loose. Behind the net, Issa Knoll. It is now for Edwards. Now Knoll back out. It is going to be thrown down and into the Sioux Falls bench, and that hit one of the Sioux Falls coaches.
And what did hit a coach? He's all right. Those coaches sit over there, and things happen pretty quick as they're scanning the entire ice, trying to coach what's going on. They're kind of the last ones to see what's coming into the bench.
Yeah, you might be looking down at your player talking to him when that puck comes your way. 1:23 still to go on the 5-on-3. Still 2:55 remaining on the major penalty. Reeder on the far side for Hepper. In front, it was tipped into the netting, and that will make its way out of the zone. Easton Knoll is in front with that tip.
I think that pass might have been going over to the corner to Ritter. You look at Sioux Falls in this penalty kill. They've packed it completely in and letting Rushmore pass all the way around the perimeter.
This face-off, it is won by by Rushmore. And then we pass back in Jackson Hepper. Here for Reeder into the offensive zone. Reeder lost the puck for a moment, gains it back. Still minutes to go on the 5-on-3. Reeder fans on the first pass attempt. He'll move it over. Now looking back to Reeder. It was tipped by a stick, and at the blue line, it's held in by Reeder. Walks in. Back to Reeder again. That one was tipped, and it will come out of the zone. No, it was still held in. A great job there by Reeder to hold it in. Reeder on the near side. Reeder at the face-off dot. To the far side face-off circle. Playing pitch and catch on that far side. Walking in, Reeder back here near side. Reeder waits and looks. Reeder with a shot goes wide of Mesher. Somehow missed everything in front. Still 25 to go on the 5-on-3. They're trying to make this a 6-0 lead here in the state championship. Ritter, one-timer, that was tipped by a stick, and it goes off and in! It went off the back of the glass, off the top of the goal, and in for Reeder, who's got his 4th and his 6th with 2:26 to go.
And that is run time. As Reeder gets his 4th goal. And that one is puck luck goal. Look what happens to this puck.
Ritter took the shot off the glass, off the top of the goal, and then it might not even been Reeder. It might have been, I'm not sure who will be. Reeder was there.
I think Reeder tapped it in. But Messer knew that puck. It hit him in the back of the neck.
He knew it was there, but that was all he could do. Still minute 45 to go on the power play. Reeder does get the goal from Ritter. Well, they're going to say an unassisted goal. This is on the back of the net, and then they get a whistle, and the clock will continue. 6-0 lead in the state championship.
And things will move along pretty quick now with a running clock. And keep in mind, Sioux Falls has to score 2 goals for the running clock to stop.
Yeah, you have to get within 4. So every goal that Rushmore would score after that, then it adds another goal that you have to score to stop that run time. Here's Jackson Prusner behind the net. Still minute and 5 seconds in the major penalty to Carlson. Prusner with a shot, maybe looking for McGregor in the back door, but it got on net and Mesher had to make the save. Brody Lee, the first time he will touch the puck. Might have touched it one other time, but he has not had to worry right now. It'll be over for Hudson Beard in the offensive zone. Beard to the near side for Prusner. Prusner back to Beard at the point. His shot all the way through was tipped wide. Welling missed the first initial opportunity. McGregor back down to McGregor again as he will move that line over. Prusner, that pass. There's a shot by McGregor and then a save made. And now we get a whistle as Mesher had lost his stick. Maybe had the helmet got dislodged. Yeah, looks like one of the straps came off. That's a hockey headquarters loose equipment. That will take it to the end of the 5-on-4 power play.
He was pointing to his head right away. Automatic whistle when there's an equipment issue. And they did stop it because it is an equipment issue. So they did stop the clock.
With 9 seconds remaining.
The referees were maybe motioning to keep the clock going, but now it starts.
So that will be the end of the power play. They scored twice, one on the 5-on-3, one on the 5-on-4. And this will be iced by Sioux Falls West after the power play had ended, as it was Egan Geelan that came out of the penalty box. And with 20 seconds to go here in the second period, that's just about going to take us to the end of the second. Rushmore Thunder up 6-0 on the Kubota scoreboard with 7 seconds to go. Here's Parker Hoffman behind the net. That one will be played over to the far side and takes us to the end of 2 periods. 6-0 on the Kubota scoreboard. And the Rushmore Thunder have got a stranglehold on the state championship in a complete undefeated season. We will step aside and come back and have the second intermission report for you. You're listening to the state championship on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Papa Murphy's Pier makes fresh, delicious pizza exactly when you need it. And so do you when you bake that pizza to perfection at home in your oven. That is, after Papa Murphy's takes care of hand making the dough, hand chopping the toppings, and hand shredding the cheese to make your pizza just the way you like it. So really, you make the pizza together with Papa Murphy's, but you get all the delicious pizza to yourself. Papa Murphy's. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pier First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today. Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door, designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it. We welcome you back. It is the second intermission report. A 6-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder over the Sioux Falls West Flyers at the end of the second period. And Rushmore has got run time as they're now 2 for 5 in the power play. Wyatt Reeder has got 4 goals. Mason McGregor had the lone different goal in that first period when it was a 3-0 lead. And then Colton Merchant's got the other goals, a 4-on-4 goal. So they have scored 3. Let's see, I think I got that wrong. I think they're 3 for 5 in the power play now. So we might have to get that changed. It's 3 for 5 in the power play. I think I messed up in the first period, so I got us all wrong all over the place. But it was 3 for 5 in the power play. As Reeder's got 3 power play goals of his 4 goals. They also have a 4-on-4 goal as well. And McGregor and Merchant with those goals, and it's a 6-0 advantage. Yeah, there we go. And appreciate the work from Austin. I messed up about 7 times this weekend on trying to get the right stats for you.
Who's counting?
Yeah, well, there's probably several people
There's
that
a
are
few
counting.
people counting, yeah.
They just make another little tally mark. But it's 6-0 for the Rushmore Thunder, and those 3 goals for Merchant, and then the last 2 for Reeder. That first goal for Merchant, the last 2 for Reeder. And Wyatt Simmons will most likely not be back in this hockey game. Alex Carlson got called for the slew foot. That was a major penalty, and he is out for the rest of the game. That slew foot did occur against Wyatt Simmons. That then hurt, and that's why we talked about how dangerous, and a call for slew footing is not taken lightly. That's why it's a major penalty. A slew foot is a major penalty because it is a dangerous play, and unfortunately for Wyatt Simmons, he got hurt on that play that Carlson slew-footed him, and it's now, that resulted in the 5-on-4 major penalty where Reeder scored on the 5-on-3. They did have a power play goal, then also a 5-on-3 power play goal for the Rushmore Thunder. They lead 6-0 at the end of 2 periods. We will step aside. We'll come back with more of our second intermission report. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, and you're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Beck Motor Company would like to send a big congratulations to all the high school hockey teams across the state. What an incredible season of hard work, dedication, and unforgettable moments on the ice. Whether you're gearing up for the next season or just need a reliable ride, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. From new vehicles to expert service, we've got you covered so you can focus on the game. Thank you to all the teams for giving us a season to remember. Beck Motor Company is proud to support our athletes every step of the way. Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, serving Central South Dakota for 56 years.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Winning in hockey takes dedication, skill, and teamwork, just like winning in real estate. Hi, I'm Tara Sunshine with Kathy Sunshine Property, a proud South Dakotan and experienced realtor with over 60 combined years of helping buyers and sellers find success. Whether you're looking for your dream home or ready to sell, we're here to put our expertise to work for you. With a commitment, we'll help you navigate the market with confidence. Let's make your real estate goals a reality. Call us today at 605-224-5588.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
As we welcome you back, it is a 6-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder here in the state championship over the Sioux Falls West Flyers. Jumping alongside Jim Lloyd as we check out the replays coming up here shortly of the 3 goals that were scored from the Rushmore Thunder in this second period. Colton Merchant at a 4. It was all somewhat special teams. It was a 4-on-4 goal for Merchant and then a power play and 5-on-3 goal. So there's 3 different ways that Rushmore scored in the second period. So here's the first one for Colton Merchant as he stayed with the play. That was a rebound opportunity for Merchant after Hepper threw it across. Ritter had the shot, and then Hepper just stays with it, and there's no chance for Easton Mesher. That made it a 4-0 game at the time. That was a 4-on-4 goal, so there's a lot of extra open space. And a great rebound there, just hanging out, waiting for that puck to come off of Mesher. And then a 5-on-4 goal after it bounced off the back of 2 goals for the Rushmore Thunder that they used the boards and the glass behind the net to make that happen. And Reeder, that was his 3rd of the game. That made it a 5-0 game at the time. I'd say Ritter had another shot that ended up going just wide, but Reeder is able to make it. He would start counting his goals. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. And then here's the 6-0 that goal that Ritter again with the shot. That one bounced off the glass, off the top of the goal, and Reeder was right there in front. Ritter's got a couple of assists by just trying to shoot the puck.
There's Reeder right there.
And you saw
good players are always in the right place.
Look how it bounces off the goal right over to Reeder. It bounced off the glass, off the left side of that goal post, and to the right to Wyatt Reeder. That was a great angle again and great slow-mo. I love the replays that we have here. This is just fantastic. All of it.
Austin's getting it done.
This is fantastic. 6-0 is our score at the end of 2 periods. It is run time, but we do start 5-on-5 in that 3rd period. We'll return with our final regulation period of the state championship. 6-0 lead for Rushmore over Sioux Falls West. You're listening on Capital City Rock. You're watching it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the state varsity hockey tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684.
Are you ready for adventure? Then head over to Hepper Sports Center, your authorized dealer serving the Hub City area. Get huge savings, $1,500 cash back on select side-by-sides, or snag a sweet deal with 1.99% financing for 36 months on ATVs and side-by-sides. Don't miss out. Stop in and see Wade and his team at 501 5th Avenue Northwest. Call for your service appointment at 605-225-9279 or email heppers@nbc.net to book your appointment and start your next off-road adventure.
We welcome you back as we start the third period. 6-0 for the Rushmore Thunder over the Sioux Falls West Flyers. Wyatt Simmons is on the bench. He's got crutches, but he is on the bench. As it is a opening face-off win for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They need 6 goals in this third period. They need 2 quick ones to stop run time to give them the most chance. This will be potentially iced by the Sioux Falls West Flyers, and that's the last thing you want to have happen. Any whistles if you're Sioux Falls West, you can't have whistles until you get within 4, because this will make that third period move by so much faster now.
We will be done in 17 minutes, barring 2 goals for Sioux Falls Flyers.
Brody Lee is in net now for the Rushmore Thunder. Here's a shot that's blocked. That one came from Cohen Williams, who has an assist in this state tournament. All the way back down again. That's not going to go far enough for an icing. It is Beckett Haldy. Now over for Ian Jensen. Jensen will move it up for Williams. Make that for Colton Merchant. And this puck is at center ice. Merchant can't push it into the zone. You're going to see some of these younger guys get a chance to feel what it's like in the state championship. There's a shot and a save made. That might be Lewis Yerke that's now in net. I believe it's still Easton Mesher.
And you don't look for the Rushmore Thunder to take their foot off the gas anytime soon here. It is a state championship. And they will keep doing what they do.
Here's a shot that goes wide. That was by Reeder, who was looking for it. He's got 5 points. Talking about his average is 2 goals and 3 assists. So he's got 4 goals and 1 assist in this state championship game. You got a puck from us on Thursday.
Thursday game, yep.
We're going to give him a second puck for the player of the game in the state championship. It's hard to go against him.
I don't know. Yeah, I agree. How do you go against him?
Trey Salonen could have had 3 pucks this weekend for the Sioux Falls East Flyers. We did go with somebody else, with Max Gauss, who did have the game-winning goal. Here's another penalty to Sioux Falls East as that clock will continue to tick. It's a hooking call against Sioux Falls West. We'll see when they actually book the penalty, but it'll be the 6th power play now for the Rushmore Thunder. 14:35 to go.
And that's 15 minutes of penalty minutes against Sioux Falls.
Aiden Gora gets called for it. This will be now Reeder. Reeder with a shot and a save made by Mesher.
It's pretty tough when you have that kind of penalty minutes and you're playing a man down, sometimes 2 men down.
And against this Rushmore, it's hard against anybody. And then you do it against this Rushmore team.
And not only does it leave room for the power play team, but it tires you out. It just wears you out because you have to go back to another shift after you've got guys wore out.
Mesher lost his stick all the way to the corner. I don't know if he meant to throw it or what happened. He's got his arms up in the air. He can't go get his stick right now. It's way too far in the corner. That's a hockey headquarters loose equipment.
He maybe needs a stick delivered to him.
Hockey headquarters deliver sticks?
Oh, they'll mail them to you.
It'll be Beckett Haldy. So in a way, they kind of do.
It's going to take too long to get a stick to Mesher.
Here's Cameron Ritter back at the blue line. Out here for Jackson Hepper. Back down to Ritter. They don't need to score, but they can add on to it, and they do. A goal scored for Jackson Hepper to make it 7-0 with 13:10 to go in the 3rd period. A 3rd power play goal, 4th power play goal of the day for the Rushmore Thunder.
Jackson Hepper, he runs the point, and he runs that power play for the Rushmore Thunder. That kind of goes through him at the point. He goes side to side, and he finally got one in from just inside the blue line.
A Hepper shot, that was a seeing eye shot, no chance. Even though Mesher had his stick back at some point, there was nothing that could be done. And from Ian Jensen that will get the assist, his first point of the state tournament. Over on the far side. It is a puck that is loose. Jackson Hepper, that's his 10th goal of the season. Another guy adds into the double-digit marks for goals scored in this Rushmore Thunder team. Here is now Cohen Williams that will play it here the near side. Rushmore Thunder fans, the student section, they've got pretty good belief that they're going to win a state championship. This will be Jackson Brewer that will move it in. It is Williams that held on the puck too long, got checked off, and then there's a save made by Lee. His first shot that he has seen.
First shot that he has seen, yes.
He did not make a save after coming in for Wyatt Simmons. It'll be here to the near side.
Very little to no time to warm up.
Another penalty to Sioux Falls West, or is that going to be against the Rushmore Thunder? Rushmore picked it up, and I think it's on the Rushmore Thunder, a roughing call with 11:26 and counting. And so Sioux Falls West will take their 4th power play. The roughing call to...
That's going to go on Ballou.
So Wyatt Ballou picks up his 2nd penalty. That was what,
11:08.
And it is a 4th Pelican Power Sports power play. And the Sioux Falls West Flyers are trying to find something to go their way. This puck will make its way to Lee, and he will cover it up and get a whistle. And that clock just will continue to roll and continue to roll as we get down to 10:40 to go. Well, we were wondering, can this Rushmore Thunder team do it? Can they be as dominant as they were all season long and find 3 more games to be the ultimate dominant team and win the state championship? They went 9-2 over Watertown on Thursday, and it was much harder on Friday, down 1-0 after 2 periods. James Shea to the point, and there's a shot, and Lee makes the save.
And that was tipped somewhere in the middle. And Brody Lee still finds it in his glove. There he is. He's one of the bigger goalies in the league.
And he came in on relief. Not how he would like to come in relief. Wyatt Simmons got hurt late in that second period on the slew foot from Alex Carlson. This will be moved here to the near side and all the way down the ice. But it was tougher on Friday for the Rushmore Thunder than they probably, maybe the fans and the players. I don't know if they would have said that they were going to cakewalk their way to a state championship. But there's a lot of people that probably thought, well, they'll probably run time everybody into the state championship and through the state championship. Sioux Falls East, that'll be a check from from Alex Chan as we get back here to full strength.
Now we're going to get a penalty here.
And it will be, I believe, against Sioux Falls West.
That's going to be head contact. Is that what I see?
Yeah, head contact. So is that Chan that goes in? Or is that Channing Schaff? It's Channing Schaff that gets called for the head contact. And with 8:50 to go, that's a 2 and a 10 for Channing Schaff, and somebody else has got to go to the penalty box. That clock is still rolling. There's already 20 seconds that have gone off the penalty for Channing Schaff.
And Schaff went into the corner for a check and had both arms up to the neck area.
So at 8:20 remaining, they've already lost. Well, now we're going back to talking to the referee, the head coach again. It is 5-on-4. 45 seconds went off the penalty time by the time they dropped the puck. Not that it's going to make a difference in this hockey game right now. Reeder looking for his 5th one, and a crease call, I believe, against the Rushmore Thunder.
That running clock changes everything. If you're on the bad side of a running clock, it creates a mountain.
And we're down to 7:45 to go. Boy, this never would have thought a 7 o'clock state championship game will get done. This is a stark difference than the girls' state championship, where our game time will end before 9 o'clock. And we weren't even close to being done by 10 o'clock last Saturday, the girls' state championship.
5 OTs.
Rushmore Thunder back to the corner. Wyatt Reeder for Merchant, and then it's sent all the way down. And Brody Lee will touch the puck as much as he wants to in this third period, because he hasn't really had to worry about much coming his way. He's only made 2 saves so far in net in relief of Wyatt Simmons. There's a shot that will be into the netting. We get a whistle with it now being under 7 minutes to go. The man that was serving the penalty for Channing Schaff, that will come to an end. He will come out of the penalty box once the puck is dropped, as the face-off will be to the right of Lee. As we tick under 6:35 to go now here in the third period. Now the penalty box. It was Linder Smith that was serving the penalty. This will come out, and it'll be sent back in by the Thunder. On the trophy presentation, we'll have the player of the game. We'll try and talk with the winning coach and Conrad Reeder. Here's a breakaway moving in. Brewer with a shot in the glove, save made by Brody Lee. And he's fired up making that save.
You can see the confidence. You gotta like that confidence. You come in a situation that you don't like to come in on.
And he has made those 3 saves with the 3 shots for Brody Lee.
You have to think about how close these 2 goalies get to one another. Most of those goalies are best friends. They spend a lot of time together on the ice, off the ice, and on the bench.
Alex Chan, near side. This will be up ahead, and it will be moved in by Cohen Williams. Make that number 19, Remington Mann, excuse me. Mann scored yesterday, or on Thursday, in his first varsity goal. There's Edwards that takes a check. It will be a penalty coming up, though, against Rushmore. Alex Chan has it right now as Meshro coming to the bench. And out of the zone, and we will get the whistle, and it will be a penalty with 5 minutes to go. A trip is called. That will put the Sioux Falls Flyers back on the power play. That's to Jensen. It is to Jansen.
4:46.
So what we will do coming up here on Capital City Rock on the radio, after the game is over, we will play the close. If we can try and talk to the producers here too. We'll play the close right after the game is over, and then we'll stay on YouTube on Capital City Rock Sports. But we'll go back to regular programming after our championship, after the game is over with, and join us on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports for the trophy presentation and the player of the game. And it's Jack Campbell with another shot that will go here to the near side. It is going to be Beckett Haldy. That'll be sending it all the way down was Rushmore. With still 1:05 remaining, we're under 4 minutes to go here in the third period. It's just turned over, and Ballou will find it into the corner. Ballou, Mesher, trying to get a stick on it. He does disrupt Ballou for a moment. As Rushmore attacking shorthanded, up 7-0. Mason McGregor, he lost the puck. And it's now Sioux Falls West. This will be up ahead. Pass over to the front of the net. Hayden Gora couldn't get a stick on it because Brody Lee knocked it away. And then a fanned-on shot by Jackson Dunn. And Wyatt Ballou couldn't pick up the puck, although he's trying to force it away from Dunn. And Dunn continues to just circle around with the puck.
A little giveaway.
Here is Shea with a shot that goes wide.
A little keep away, doing a good job as he was surrounded by Rushmore Thunder.
Prusner here for Rushmore will send it all the way down. That will take us to the end of the power play as we're under now 3 minutes to go. Carson Edwards here for the Flyers. That one misses and it will go all the way down. Will it be an icing? It will be an icing. And so that will end the power play with 2:49 remaining here in the third period. And a face-off to the left of Easton Mesher. 38-11 in shots. The Rushmore Thunder, they scored 3 in the first and another 3 in the second to get run time going. And they've added one more here in the third for a full touchdown lead in the state championship. James Shea. This is now Jackson Dunn. Let's not forget the effort that Sioux Falls West put in to get to this state championship. They survived a double overtime first-round game against the Aberdeen Cougars on Thursday to start our tournament. And a 5-4 win. That was after they had a 4-1 lead, lost that lead. It was 4-4, and they ended up winning in double overtime. Beckett Haldy had a hat trick. There's a save made and a whistle by Easton Mesher. And then last night, they were down 2-1 late in the third period. Talon Hyde for Brookings scored in the final 2 minutes to take the lead. But it was quickly answered by Carson Edwards, who tied the game up, and Jack Campbell 11 seconds later took the lead and denied the Rangers a chance at the state championship game for the 5th straight year. It is 90 seconds remaining and another whistle as the clock continues to run. And West, I think, just kind of ran out of gas.
Yep.
And also ran into a buzzsaw. The Rushmore Thunder, it was state championship or bust all year for this Rushmore Thunder team. I mean, we were talking, if they don't win, is it a failure of a season for the Rushmore Thunder?
Oh, I think it is. I think it is. And everybody on that bench, it's a failure year.
And that's not going to happen. Their first state title since 2018 when they won in overtime against Sioux Falls back at the Expo Center. And the Sioux Falls Flyers will wait another year to try and win their first state championship since 2019. Rushmore fans are on their feet as they are down to the final 40 seconds of this hockey game. One more rush down the ice for Mason McGregor. He gets pushed off the puck. And here's Alex Chan with 30 seconds to go. He avoids a big check. Issa Cadol, there is a penalty coming up against Hudson Beard. But that will pretty much take us to the end of this state championship. Beard gets called for an interference that will get booked. But they can not even have to worry about dropping the puck. The Rushmore Thunder, 22-0 in the regular season. They survived last night down 1-0 through 2 periods. They won it 4-1, and they celebrate an undefeated season and a 7-0 dominant performance and win the state championship over the Sioux Falls West Flyers. And they quickly go over to the bench to start hugging coaches.
Wyatt Simmons,
and give
he's
a
going to
big
be
hug.
the center of that crowd.
So Wyatt Simmons, and they celebrate on the ice and in the bench. And a 7-0 win for the Rushmore Thunder over the Sioux Falls West Flyers. And again, what we're going to do, telling our producer Austin, we're going to play the close, and then we're going to stay here on Capital City Rock. We'll go back to regular programming on the radio. So we'll play that close now, and we'll stay with it here on YouTube on Capital City Rock Sports.
You've been listening to the State Hockey Tournament presented by Kubota. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by AGE, Papa Murphy's, AirTech, Pepper Sports Center, Beck Motors, Xander Auto Parts, May Adam, Lake Area Technical College, Whale Construction, Capital City Ford, Lincoln and Toyota, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Weatherall Roofing, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, Pelican Power Sports, Wagner Auto, The Hockey Headquarters, The Field House, Ferding Electric, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, and the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. Join us all tournament long on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.
Welcome you back as it is a 7-0 win. We welcome you back here on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports as the handshake line is going on right now. Easton Mesher, he was the first man to go greet him, was Brody Lee. And handshakes around as Wyatt Simmons gets some handshakes as he's standing with crutches. And the Rushmore Thunder, the dominant team all season long, they got the job done. It was a crushing loss a couple years ago against the Brookings Rangers, where they were undefeated and did not win the state championship. The Rangers knocked them off. They come back 3 years later, and they left no doubt in this game, winning 7-0 over the Sioux Falls West Flyers. Here soon we'll send it down for the trophy presentation, along with the medals to be handed out. We'll try and get a word with Conrad Reeder, the head coach of the Rushmore Thunder. And the Sioux Falls West Flyers, I know it's tough to lose a state championship, and there's nothing that you can really say to the Flyers to say, hey, keep your heads up after losing a state championship. But boy, to get to this spot, to have a shot at winning the state championship, it is very tough to do. 5-4 double overtime win. You beat the 4-time defending state champions 3-2 with 11 seconds of 2 goals. And as we'll send it down for the presentation of a second place trophy.
Hockey fans, let's hear it for the Sioux Falls Flyers.
And we'll keep it again downstairs as they will have each player.
Number 4, Ian Howard. Number 5, Carter Hoffman. Number 6, Andrew Welly. Number 7, Wyatt Reeder. Number 8, Ian Jensen. Number 10, Wyatt Boundary. Number 11, Mason Number 14, Colton Merchant.
Right where you want that.
Number 16, Colton McIntyre.
Tell me like how many goals.
Number 17, Colton Williams. Number 19, Remington Mount. Number 20, Braxton Steen. Number 21, Bjorn Benson. Number 24, Jackson Rushmore. Number 27, Hudson Butte. Number 29, Cameron Ritter. Number 31, Brody Lee. Number 33, Turner Condos. Number 35, Wyatt Simmons. Number 55, Thomas Rogers. Number 88, Easton Canoa. And your coaches for the Thunder, Conrad Reed and Mike Ritter. All right, and the Coach of the Year for 2025, Conrad Reeder. All right, and your trophy for your state champions, your Rushmore Thunder. And now for your player of the game, number 7, Wyatt Reeder.
I'm down here by his scores table. There's South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game, Wyatt Reeder. Wyatt, you and I have talked before about a day ago. You were the player of the game. Talk a little bit about this one. This is the one where you want to be the player of the game.
This one, it means everything. I don't even have words. This group deserves it. It was so hard to get here, and I'm just speechless. This group deserves it. We went through so much, and it's great to raise that trophy.
Wyatt, this is a special group. At what point in your career did you know this group was special?
They've always been special. I love every one of them. They're all my brothers, and it's great to get it done this year.
All right, Wyatt Reeder, the second time South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Player of the Game.
A 7-0 win for the Rushmore Thunder. I believe we're going to try and get Coach Conrad Reeder up here to have a conversation with him about this Rushmore team winning the state championship. As this was a dominant team all season long. A dominant performance again here tonight for this Rushmore Thunder team. Win 7-0 as we do have Coach Reeder up here. We'll hand him the headset and we'll have a conversation with him for just a little bit. Coach, first off, congratulations on winning the state championship. How's it feel?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Just to be with this group since a lot of them were about 5 and 6 years old. They've went through a lot. Sorry, I'm a little emotional because those boys mean a lot to me. So, yeah, it's pretty special.
And this group has been dominant all year. 22-0 in the regular season. You come in here, you have a tough challenge in front of you in each game in different ways. You're down 1-0 on Thursday. But first, before we get to, or excuse me, on Friday, before we get to start talking about the state tournament, how good was this team all season long?
Yeah, they're elite. They play with passion. They compete. They come to practice every day. They got a bunch of them that get up at 5 a.m. and work out. They care. They're not just good hockey players. They're really good people too. But they put a lot of effort in, and you get to see that because of what they do.
You're a team that didn't trail very much, really not much at all season. And you're now 1-0 after 2 periods on Friday. I know the panic button wasn't hit, but what was the emotions? What was it like in the locker room after 2 periods down 1-0 last night at Sioux Falls East?
Yeah, you know, winning's not easy. If it was, everybody would do it. And you got to face a little adversity. We went in after 2 and we're just like, hey, you got to stick with it. You got to trust yourself, and they did. That's what I was most proud of. They didn't panic. They played the same way. They didn't cheat. They just did the things, the small things, the details, and it paid off for him. Little Brixie Steen finds a way to get one, and then once we broke the seal, I mean, Trey played unbelievable, though. I've played a long time, too, and I've never really seen a goalie stand on his head like that. He was phenomenal, but we finally found a way to get through.
And then you come in here, and you win 7-0 in this state championship. We talked about it all weekend that everybody's best may not be good enough to beat the Rushmore Thunder. And the Rushmore Thunder, would you say you played your best game in the state championship all season long, came in the state championship with a 7-0 win?
I don't know if it was our best, but it was our most important, right? And yeah, I think sometimes we've maybe put it together a little better than that, that we had some issues, but you know, at the same time, they competed so hard, and you know, they put us on the power play too much, and if you want to play undisciplined against us, it's we're going to make you pay.
Well, your goalie, Wyatt Simmons, gets hurt in the second period. You can see these guys coming over after the game was over and wanting to hug him, and he gets a chance to still be on the ice and hold that trophy. Your 2 goalies were dominant, whether they had to be dominant at different times because your offense scoring goals was so good, but these goalies deserved everything that they got this season and winning all these games.
Oh, 100%, and it's not easy, right? They don't get the credit they deserve because we do. Like, we go offensively, and it's because of that. You know, we've got 3 defensemen that really like to jump, so we give up breakaways, and it's tough, right? All of a sudden, you haven't seen a shot all night, and then all of a sudden, you're on a breakaway or a 2-on-0. So, yeah, it's not easy being a goalie for us, and those 2 have just been phenomenal and great kids.
Well, I want you to go down and celebrate with your team. I don't want to take too much time, but congratulations. You're a state champion winning coach. Congratulations,
Thanks,
Coach.
John. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks for covering the whole tournament. It was great.
Absolutely. We appreciate it. That is Coach Conrad Reeder, the state champion winning coach. Get back down and celebrate with that team as we'll bring in Jim Lloyd to wrap up this state tournament with a 7-0 dominating win for the Rushmore Thunder. Wyatt Reeder, our player of the game, had 4 goals and an assist as well. Our tournament comes to an end. 22 games, more so almost 23 from the state championship last weekend. But we started this tournament talking about, is anybody going to beat the Rushmore Thunder?
Well, that was the question.
And Rushmore, Sioux Falls East was close.
Yep.
They still lost by 3. You can say by 2 with an empty net goal. But they lost by 3, 4-1. And they left no doubt who was the best team in the state all year long by winning the state championship here tonight.
And when do you see 25-0? That's an amazing season. Nobody beat them. Nobody really gave them a big test. Every now and then they had a test. And what can you say about a 25-0 team? They just did it, and they go into runtime 7-0 in a championship game.
You know, and a great chance to talk with Coach Reeder, who got emotional talking about this team and how much he loved all these guys on this team. It's such a cool thing to see the emotion from that coach and hear from Coach Reeder. And of course, you know, that's the great side of things. And I didn't want to take too much of his time. I really didn't want to take too much of his time because he should be celebrating with this team. But it was such a cool it's so much fun that we got a chance to talk with Coach Penny last weekend for Sioux Falls and talk here with Coach Reeder for the Rushmore Thunder.
There you see Wyatt Reeder.
And you see some of these little kids, that little brothers that get a chance that will be looking to win state championships at the end of, in their high school careers. And it's such a great look and great camera angles and great camera work to capture the smiles and the joy from this Rushmore Thunder team.
Well, this Rushmore Thunder team, you hear it when we spoke with Wyatt as a South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game. You ask him when this team was special, he said they've always been special.
Yeah.
You know, that's what good teams have. All good teams have this brotherhood, this brotherhood thing that's unbreakable.
Absolutely.
And you talk to him, and it shines through on this team for sure. So
it is a 7-0 win for the Rushmore Thunder over the Sioux Falls West Flyers. That's going to wrap it up for us here in our broadcast and all of our state hockey coverage over the last 2 weekends. There are a lot of people that made all of that work for us. The South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, we appreciate them. All the camera people that worked for us last weekend in the girls' state championship, and then here for the boys' state tournaments as well. Austin, Jeremy, the whole crew here at Watertown. What a fantastic production they put on for us here this weekend. That is second to none. We appreciate all the work and the volunteer hours that they put in, because they did a phenomenal job here this weekend here in Watertown.
Well, and it's just so nice. You know, you and I get to come up here and talk about all the plays that we see and all the things that go on the ice. But, you put a thank you out to all the parents, and, thank you for sharing your kids with us.
Yeah.
This is as good for us in other ways as it is for everybody else that plays this game. But we've enjoyed your kids. We really have.
We've been enjoyed being able to talk to all of our players of the game, sometimes twice. Sometimes we could have talked to them all 3 times on the weekend in all their games. But we've enjoyed it all. And as the Rushmore Thunder fans and players are celebrating a phenomenal undefeated season for the Rushmore Thunder here this year as they beat Sioux Falls West 7-0 in the state championship. Thanks to the crew here in Watertown. All the people back at the radio station. I know we're not on the radio anymore. We're still here on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. But Austin, Jeremy, all the people that made everything work all weekend for us here in Watertown. We appreciate the work and appreciate you joining us for all of the coverage of our state tournament here the last 2 weekends. For Jim Lloyd, John Winkler signing off. The Rushmore Thunder win the boys state championship 7-0 over Sioux Falls West as we say goodnight from Watertown.
You've been listening to the State Hockey Tournament presented by Kubota. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by AGE, Papa Murphy's, AirTech, Pepper Sports Center, Beck Motors, Xander Auto Parts, May Adam, Lake Area Technical College, Whale Construction, Capital City Ford, Lincoln and Toyota, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Weatherall Roofing, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, Pelican Power Sports, Wagner Auto, The Hockey Headquarters, The Field House, Ferding Electric, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, and the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. Join us all tournament long on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.